Hello viewers, this Style Too Fast here. In today's video, I'll be installing the Raptor style lights on my Nissan Pathfinder. Now this style of light comes standard on the Ford Raptor trucks, but some people have adapted these lights onto other brands of trucks. So for example, you can actually buy a plug-and-play kit for the Toyota Tacoma or Toyota 4Runner. Me personally, I kinda like those 3 amber lights, so I thought why not try putting it on my Nissan Pathfinder. So in this video, I'll show you how I install these lights. For this install, I'll be installing 3 amber lights, one in the middle, one on the left, and one on the right here. There's an open space right above the grill, and that's where I'll put the amber LED lights. Here's a look at the Raptor LED light kit. It comes with this wiring harness. On the input side, you have this red and black wire that you connect to 12 volt. And then on the other end, you have these 4 connectors that plug into the LED lights. Let's have a look at one of these lights. Behind the smoke lens, there are 4 high power amber LEDs. On the back, it goes to this wiring harness with this connector that you plug into the main wiring harness. Now the kit comes with 4 LED lights. You don't have to install all 4 of them, you can install just 3, and that's what I'll do for this install. Connecting the LED light to the main wiring harness is very simple. Push these 2 connectors together, and the yellow rubber gasket will keep the water out of the connector. Now connect my 12 volt power supply to the wiring harness, and you can see what these lights look like. Now these ones I have here are made for the Toyota Tacoma. Now obviously these are not going to be a direct fit into my Nissan Pathfinder, but that's okay, I'm going to modify it to get them installed. So the plan is to install 3 of these lights right here above the grill, and I don't need this 4th one here. And also, since this is made for a Tacoma, I'm going to use my Dremel and cut off these 2 side tabs and then make a small bracket to support this light so I can mount it right here. Put on the safety glasses. Here's a look at the light with the sides cut. I'll do the same thing for the other 2. The original wiring harness is a bit too bulky, so I'm actually going to cut this open and make my own wiring harness. Here's a look at the finished wiring I did for the 3 lights. This one will be installed on the outside. This one is in the middle. And this one is on the other side. All these 3 lights are wired in parallel and goes to the connector that you see right here. And this will connect to the connector you see on the right side here. With a black and red wire, you need to connect it to a 12 volt power source to power the LED lights. Now if you want, you can connect this to ignition 12 volt, so when you turn on the ignition, the LED lights will turn on. Now for this install, I'll connect these 2 wires to my daytime running light control module. Now I have a previous video showing you how to install the DRL control module. If you want to check it out, I'll put the link at the end of this video and also include the link below. Looking at the DRL module, there are 2 outputs. I'm currently using one of the output for the DRL light. There's a second output that I'm not using right now, and this is wire that you see right here. I'll connect the Raptor lights to this output right here. So the first thing I'll do is connect the Raptor input power wire to the output of the DRL control module. So here are the wires connected. Here's a look at the metal bracket I made. That'll fit right underneath the LED lights. And I'll mount this right above the grill. I'll use JB Weld to adhere the bracket onto the lights. I marked the location where I'll be installing the LED lights. Now for the OEM Raptor light, the 2 outside lights measure 9¼ inch from the center lights. So if you're doing this install, that'll give you a guide as to how far apart you want it. Now since this grill is smaller, I'll mount the outside light about 8 3/4 inch from center. Here's a look at the light with the bracket installed. At the bottom is a 3M double-sided tape that I'll use to install this onto the grill. I also painted the front edge of the bracket black, so when you're looking at it you don't see any silver. And here are all 3 lights. I'll first install this middle light. I'll tuck the wiring underneath behind this hood latch. I went ahead and cleaned the surface with rubbing alcohol. Now let me show you a little tip. To keep the wire in place, use 3M double-sided tape and then cut a small strip, put it underneath the wire, and then place the wire on top, and this will help hold the wire in place. Here I'll run the input wire underneath this cover. Now connect the power wire. Here's a look at the installed LED lights. And the wiring is nice and neat behind the grill. And here's a look at the light with the hood closed. Okay, let's turn it on and take a look. As you can see, I think it turned out pretty good. It has a nice unique look. I hope you enjoy watching this video. For a list of parts and tools used for this install, check out the link below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.